Really liked our effort tonight defensively. I thought we struggled a little bit on offense in the first half, first two quarters. Um, I thought we turned it up, got out in transition, and was able to score a little bit more off of turnovers, and that was important for us. And you know, just tough, hard fought game. And uh, in the Big Ten, you're going to get that every night. So I thought Illinois competed, and they were physical, and did a good job. They made a little run there, got it to where uh, I had to use a timeout right before the media, which I don't like doing, but I thought our kids really came out in the second half of the third quarter, and just played at the level I feel like we were capable. Pulliam was special.
First question, Eric Rinson-LaBelle.
Hey, Coach. You and some of your players have talked in the past about how you guys really rely on your defense to create your offense. But I'm curious if you could just talk about, when your offense isn't flowing as smooth as you would like you guys had 2 points for the first 5 or so minutes today, you were still able to hold Illinois just one. Can you just talk about, the defense's ability to keep the offense in the game when the offense isn't flowing?
Yeah, we have a saying, and a lot of great coaches tell their teams the same thing. I didn't invent this, but, don't let your offense be your defense. And I think that resonates with our team. And what that means, basically, if you miss a shot, don't try to get it back. Get down the other end and stop them. And I think our players buy into that. So, you get off to a slow start, and you miss some shots. Get it back on the other end. Don't try to gamble. Don't try to come down and, take a bad shot to make up for it. But so that's one of the things that we talk about. Don't let your offense be your defense. And, the offense will catch up. We got enough firepower usually that'll happen.
Andrew Golden.
Hey, Coach. The last time you guys played Illinois here, you guys obviously won a Big Ten title in the regular season. What do you think it's going to take for this team to go out and do that again this year?
That's a good question. That was a special day. Last year, the last game of the season, the crowd was unbelievable, and we had a great team and great teammates. So that was, it was something we'll never forget. And I think this year, again, we're just trying to still find ourselves a little bit. I feel like we can beat everybody in the league, and we can get beat too. So, being consistent. I think our defensive effort's good. We got to get the timing of our offense, and we turned it over a lot at Penn State the other day, which we don't do. So all those things you got to clean up, and we got a great team coming in Sunday in Indiana. So another top 20 game. You got 5 or 6 teams in the top 25 in our league. So we're just going to try to go one at a time and just try to get better and try to stay healthy. And I think that that's the goal right now. Thanks.
Coop Daly.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. Good to be here. Year ago, Burton and Pulliam were kind of like joking around, describing themselves as one of the better backcourts in the Big Ten. Now, a year later, they're helping pace this offense. Pulliam with obviously one of the better third quarters in recent memory, and Burton just had a fantastic first half. Can you just speak to the importance this backcourt has just to this team as they go forward and just through the games?
Yeah. Great question. I think, Burton played tonight without a turnover, and I think had 7 steals, and, just dictated our defense. And, she does not care whether she scores a point or she scores 20 points. She just wants to win. And, that's what makes her and Lindsay special, is that they don't, it's not about them. It's about our team. And, for us to win, a lot of times I'm going to need Pulliam to score. I'm going to need Veronica, same thing. So they're willing to do whatever it takes. And, you don't find that a lot, in college basketball, to have, 2 players that are that unselfish. And sometimes being unselfish means you have to shoot the ball. It looks like you're selfish, but you're really being unselfish, because it gives us the best chance to win. tell I
Drew
didn't go
Shot.
there.
Hey, Coach, going back to Lindsay Pulliam's performance, she scores 28 points tonight, 19 in the third quarter. When Lindsay plays these games in which she's able to make shots from all across the court, what does it mean for your team to be able to put out this offensive production, and what does it mean that she had a performance like this tonight?
Yeah, it's, she, you saw, we've seen it since we started the league for the most part. Most of our games have been Big Ten games. She gets everybody's best shot defensively. People help, they face guard her, they switch off on her, make it hard for her to get the ball. So, and then, they flood to her too. So she's done a great job. I thought Iowa came out in a triangle and two and box and one, basically. She handled that and got her teammates involved. And then tonight too, you saw different defenses from Illinois geared to stop her. She kept her poise. So I think that's the biggest thing. And that's a maturity thing when you have someone that's played that much basketball. She's always been the target of the other team. Probably going back to second grade.
Andrew Golden.
Hey, Coach, just talking about the defense. In the second quarter, you guys kind of came out, you guys pressed in the second quarter. What was your reasoning behind that, and how do you think that impacted the way the game was played?
Yeah, and I just felt like we were allowing Illinois at times to, get too many good looks, get the ball inside, and didn't have enough pressure on them. So I felt like we needed to, step up our pressure, and our players, did a good job.
Sky Swan.
Hey, Coach. Courtney Shaw also had a good night defensively in helping the team win and also keep on the defense, keeping it a really good defensive block in the end of the second half.
I think we lost you there. Sorry.
Sky, you want to try again with your question?
Yes,
You
can you
cut
hear
out
me
for a
now?
second.
Yeah, go ahead.
How was Courtney Shaw's defensive effort really helping keep Illinois down in the second half and keeping their shooting low?
Yeah, Courtney, we're undersized in our league no matter who we play. And, she uses her she's really strong too. She uses her quickness. And I thought she made it really hard at times for Illinois to get the ball inside. So, and she has to continue to do that for us to be successful.
Drew Shot.
Hey, Coach. This season, it has been breakout years for Courtney Shaw, for Sydney Wood, for Veronica Burton. But going back to Lindsay, when she has a night like this, what do you think about other teams when you have four of your best players playing well? How do you think that makes your team against some of the best players and teams in the Big Ten?
Well, we'll find out Sunday because we're going to play one of them. But, I think for us to have that kind of balance, I think really where it really showed was against Iowa, who's a terrific team. And, the way they took Lindsay out, they tried to, take Veronica out. Other people stepped up. And, Jordan, I think, had 19 points in that game. So I think Sydney, is doing things that you got to guard her. She makes tough shots. She gets everybody involved. She can play four positions. And so I think, those guys, and they love playing with each other, and that really helps. And they kind of connect, especially on defense. And so, we're really lucky to have four that have that much experience right now.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll go right into questions for Lauren. If you have a question, you can message Athletic Communications. First question, Eric Rinston LaBelle.
Hey, Lauren. I think tonight was like at least the second game in a row for you guys where it seemed like it took the offense a little bit to get in a rhythm, but you guys still continue to play so well defensively that kept you in the game. Can you speak to, how well the defense has been playing even when the offense hasn't been able to find its footing?
Yeah, I think personally we take pride in our defense, and we know that with steals comes transition, and transition comes offense and buckets. So like I said, we take pride in it, and it starts with defense. And we always make a goal before like each quarter. We'll be like, let's get 5 stops in a row right here. So we did really good on the defensive end, and we held them.
Message Athletic Communications with any questions. Andrew Golden.
Hey, Lauren. My question for you is, what do you think is the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team?
I think this year, obviously, we're a lot smaller, but I think we also are a lot faster. I think we get out and run a lot more. We're very mobile down low too with Courtney Shaw and Paige. They can move very well. And I think too, people are stepping up too in different roles. I know Sydney Wood, she stepped up scoring a lot and just gaining confidence there. And I think to our bench, Kayla, Paige, me, we're just kind of embracing our roles and trying to do what's best for the team.
Any other questions for Lauren? Coop Daly.
Hi, Lauren. Congrats on the win. Saw you hit 2 deep threes from the corner in the third. I think it was the third quarter, especially the one before the buzzer. And you talked about how your role on the bench is like coming in, just being a spark plug. Can you just speak to the importance of what those shots meant to you, or just to the team, anything like that?
Yeah, I've been working on those shots pretty much every day, and so for it finally to go in twice made me really happy, and just kind of having the support of my teammates pumping me up and giving me the confidence to shoot the ball. So it meant a lot, and I'm just happy I did my job and knocked down shots.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you.
Drew Shot.
Hey, Lindsay, right before you went on your scoring run at the back end of the third quarter, Coach McCune called a timeout. Did he say anything specifically to you before you went on your scoring run at the end of the quarter?
No, because that was when we gave up a bunch of silly buckets and we were doing some dumb stuff on defense. So he kind of ripped into us for that, and then he was like, all right, let's go. And we know when we play defense that generates our offense, and that's kind of how that went.
Eric Rinston LaBelle.
Lindsay, big game coming up on Sunday against Indiana, and I believe all of their starting 5 from last year returns, or if not most. What can you take from the game you played last year to apply to this game Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I think just taking that same focus that we took last year going into the game and worrying about us, because at the end of the day, it's what we want to do and how we want to control the game. So just focusing on what we want to do going into the game and having that same focus and that same chip on our shoulder going into this game, just like last year.
Sky Swan.
Hey, Lindsay, what was your mindset going in tonight in the third quarter when you went 28 points? What were you thinking?
Just be aggressive, keep shooting the basketball and doing what my team needed me to do. And it just so happened that they needed me to step up and score, and that's what I did.
Colin Cruz.
Hey, Lindsay, congrats on the win. So probably your most impressive performance of this season so far. How important was scoring 28 points and really dominating down the stretch?
Yeah, I think it kind of just helped me to see the ball go in the basket, because I know that's what I'm capable of. And I feel like I haven't played to my full potential yet this season until today. And I still think that I can be better than what I did today. So just seeing those go in the basket and seeing me feeling like I'm back to myself is just big going into Sunday.
Anything else for Lindsay? Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay.
Well, thank you.